What's up, guys? We back at it again with another reaction video to your favorite show, P Valley. This is episode 5, I think. Episode 5 review reaction. I always mix up review and reaction, but it's the same damn thing. Today I'm bringing you that motherfucking energy, because the last video I was tired as fuck because I had work all day, and I may have been, but that's besides the point. So this is episode 5. We're about to review, react, see what's popping. What the fuck just happened? A lot of shit happened. So we're gonna talk about how the episode started off. So episode started off, I don't know if y'all can see my hands. I like to put a lot of hands in the video, let you know, like, I be talking with my hands and shit, but sometimes I be talking with my hands down here. Y'all don't get to see how I be talking with my hands. I be giving you a little 1-2. So if you can't see the hands, just know the hands is moving. So remember that. So how the episode started off. We in the club, right? Everyone getting lit. Divorced bitch had her party at the club. She had a divorce party. She just got her settlement. Hey, she had cheated on her man, divorced her man. She got a lot of money. She trying to spend it at the club on Mercedes' last dance. Speaking of Mercedes' last dance, so that was last episode. Mercedes' last dance, you guys know that shit went left as fuck. Mercedes ended up scrapping her mom. She's in jail. So this episode continues from there. A lot of shit going on, a lot of shit happening with Gidget, a lot of shit happening with Keyshawn, aka Miss Mississippi. Her man comes into the picture. What's her name? Autumn Night, aka Haley. Her man comes into the picture. It's a lot of shit going on. We learn more about these characters, and the plot, the character development gets a bit more in depth in this episode. So anyways, episode starts off, the girl's having a divorce party, gets way too lit, way too drunk. She ends up going into the champagne room with Gidget, her friends, and Keyshawn. So the divorcee gets way too drunk, ends up passing out, falling out and shit, and she leaves her money out. So as you know, at the strip club, if you leave money out and you fall asleep, you're not gonna wake up with it. So Keyshawn and Gidget get straight to it. They grab up the racks, they skirt off. Girl sleeping in the club. Wakes up the next day, Uncle Clifford woke her up talking about, bitch, get out of here, go home. Bitch drives off, skirt. She was too drunk. She was too drunk leaving the club, ends up driving all crazy. Police are chasing her. She gets her ass arrested. Divorcee bitch gets her ass arrested. So she ends up at the jail station. Another thing that happened, so the divorcee ends up in jail. Uncle Clifford, after he kicks the divorcee out of the club, he walks outside, notices the girls and Diamond looking at this sign that's on the strip club. It says foreclosure notice. So pretty much the police and the government and the mayor have all come together to coincide to try and serve the Pink Pussy or some shit. What is the club name? Pink Pill? Some shit. It's some shit. They pretty much served the club a foreclosure notice and said they have 14 days to pay their outstanding debts, which we know is $55K for Uncle Clifford. So Uncle Clifford has 14 days to come up with $55K, and right now this nigga can't even rub 2 nickels together. So I don't know how the fuck he's finna do that. The pressure is on them for real, for real. The mayor doesn't want this club in the city, partly because of things like I mentioned before, like people driving around the town drunk and shit. It's not a good look for the vision that he has for what he thinks Chuckalisa could be. So pressure is on for Uncle Clifford. I don't know if he's gonna be able to come together and come up with 55K. I can't see it. Maybe if Mercedes had that 20K that her mom stole from her, maybe he would have a chance, but now it looks tough. I don't know where he's gonna get 55K. Now I want to get into Lakeisha Savage, aka Haley, aka Autumn Night. I want to get into how her story has developed this episode. So as we know, she's been running like a fraud type of scam sort of thing, taking money from Montavious Hill and sending that money to this person, Lakeisha Savage, whose ID that she found. Now this Montavious Hill guy, I don't know, but I'm under the impression, at least this is what I think. This is my theory. I think Montavious Hill was Haley's ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or ex-baby daddy, whatever the case may be. I think they had a child together. I think they were in some sort of an abusive relationship. Maybe he had a drinking problem, which is where her drinking problems come into play. I'm not sure. But I think they had an abusive relationship, which she tried to escape from, because on a heart-to-heart that she had with Mercedes on her balcony, she talks about how she made this perfect plan to escape, make a change in her life, but one thing went left, which is when she tried to escape from her man, it was also during the time of the big flood in Chucalissa or whatever, wherever the flood was, it was during that time. So Haley ends up trying to dip with her kid, and then I guess things get out of control and the water gets too crazy and they end up getting separated. Her and her child get separated, and she spends 3 days trying to find her child, trying to locate where did my daughter go. And then eventually she might have found the body of the daughter, or she just doesn't end up finding the daughter, I don't remember. But pretty much that's her story. So I'm under the impression her and Montavious used to date, they had a kid, they lost the kid. He was kind of abusive, now she's trying to escape him, and also she's taking money from his account. And he's kind of coming onto this because in this episode we actually see Montavious Hill for the first time in Chucalissa. He arrives at the police station. Is it the police station? Yeah, I think so. Because he's trying to look for someone or some shit. Honestly, I don't even remember what the fuck is going on, but I know that Montavious pulled up and he's onto Haley stealing money from him because he was on the account. Oh yeah, by the way, Mercedes and Haley are kind of working together doing this fraud scam thing that Haley's been doing now because Mercedes doesn't want to strip anymore, right? She had her last dance. So now she's gonna try and flip this little 10 bands real quick with Haley until she can figure out what she wants to do. So when Haley goes to transfer the money from Montavious' account to Mercedes' account, we see later in the scene that Montavious is actually on a website, maybe his banking site, and he sees the transfer come out of his account right when Haley makes it. So he's onto her. We're not sure if he knows where she is. He knows that she's in Chucalissa, but I don't think that he knows exactly where she is. So we're gonna see how this plot develops in the next episode. Shit is getting intense between Montavious and Haley, so we're gonna see what happens there. Oh yeah, also, as I said, so Haley ended up bailing Mercedes out of jail because the girls didn't have enough money. Like Gidget and the other girls were trying to raise bail money for Mercedes, which is kind of funny because Mercedes was actually telling these girls the other day, talking about, oh, you girls is broke as fuck. You bitches ain't stacked no paper. You bitches been working here all this time. You didn't want to stack. You don't want to stack. I've been stacking. Now I'm going to have my last dance. She was all on her high horse trying to talk down to them, and now come around full circle. Now she needs help from Gidget, the same girl that she talking about, oh, you need to stack your money. Now she needs help from that girl. So it just goes to show how everything comes full circle. The same people you diss on your way up, you're gonna have to see on your way back down. So be careful how you talk to certain people. But yeah, so the girls were enabled, Gidget and the girls were enabled to come up with the bail money for Mercedes. But Lakeisha, fraud princess over here, had more than enough stacked. She has like 10 bands in her fridge. Saved up, she bailed out Mercedes, no problem. So now they're kind of linking up on the fraud tip. So we're gonna see. Honestly, I think with this Montavious thing, I think that how Haley is doing a favor for Mercedes and bailing her out of jail, I think Mercedes is going to have to do a favor for Haley in the future in regards to Montavious. I think that something's going to happen where she's going to need help and then Mercedes is going to be there for her. So we'll see how that plot develops. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Lakeisha and Montavious thing. What's your opinion on it? Do you think that they used to be together? Do you think they had a kid together? Like what? Let me know what you guys think is going on with this Haley thing because it's quite confusing. I don't really follow the show that well. I'm just kind of making guesses and assumptions type shit. So let me know what you guys think. Another thing we find out in regards to Mercedes while she's in the jail. So her and her mom are beefing crazy the whole time in jail. Her mom's on her fucking bullshit, her typical preacher bullshit, trying to act all holier than thou, but she ain't shit. Me and my girl watch this show every episode. We say fuck Patricia or Patrice, whatever her name is. This girl ain't shit. She's a bad mother. She's a bad person. She's a bad preacher. She ain't shit. She two-faced it. Like, just everything about her is off. Like, in the comments below, let me know if any of you guys how y'all feel about Patrice, because I really hate this bitch. Like, she's my least favorite character, as I told you guys before. I would really be interested to know if any of you guys actually like this bitch or like find positive qualities about her. I don't see any. Oh yeah, so another thing happening, this is just a minor plot line. So in regards to Lil Murda, fake ass Future of Chucalissa, he been chilling with Uncle Clifford and shit. You know, they've been dating on the low. They've been keeping shit low key, and then Lil Murda pulls up on Uncle Clifford talking about, oh, let me take you out. Let me take you out on a date type shit. And Clifford tells him about how, oh, where you want to take me? There's nowhere you can take me. There's nowhere safe. Oh, you want to take me to the movies? Last two gay guys that went to the movies, they got killed. Oh, you want to take me to get my hair done? Last two gay niggas that got their hair done, they got their booties blown out. Like, this the type of shit that Uncle Clifford faces on a daily basis. So he's in a place where, living in Mississippi, it's a lot of hate on people who are gay and bisexual and lesbian and shit like that. So he doesn't feel comfortable even walking the streets with someone that he actually has feelings for or is developing feelings for. He doesn't feel safe because, as I said, people in Mississippi aren't really on that type of time and they beat gay niggas up. So that's kind of sad. You hate to see it, but it's the reality a lot of people deal with on a day-to-day. So it's nice to see P-Valley bringing light to that. They're bringing light to a lot of topics that you don't always see discussed in shows that are more popular, like shows like Friends and shit, sitcoms that are more lighthearted. This show, they touch on a more bevy of topics that might be a bit more serious, if you know what I'm trying to say. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm scratching my armpit right now. What else? Anything else happened? Oh yeah, Keyshawn, aka Miss Mississippi, her man is fucking insecure as hell right now, about to beat her ass to death. Pulled up at the strip club with the baby, talking about, oh, I seen your video going viral. I seen your stripping video going viral, because as you guys know, last episode, Miss Mississippi, aka Keyshawn, was popping that pussy don't stop, pop that don't stop on a pole. She went viral. Her pussy is viral. 200,000 views on the pussy, and now he's acting insecure because he's like, yo, 200,000 niggas want to blow down my wifey. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to start slapping her harder. So I'm concerned for Keyshawn. Her man doesn't look all the way there mentally. He looks a bit unstable, so I'm praying for her. Hopefully Diamond can save this bitch, because she's fucking wildin'. I didn't expect her man to be white, but that's besides the point. Anyways, that's all that really happened in the show. We get a sneak peek at Gidget's relationship with her mom. Her mom seems to be some form of dependent upon Gidget, and she's addicted to some type of drugs. Gidget was making her like a prescription pill smoothie. So it's interesting. Gidget's story is coming to light a bit more. All the girls in the show are dealing with some type of trauma, whether it be having no money, whether it be dealing with abusive parents, parents taking advantage of them, partners taking advantage of them, having kids, single parents. Like, there's just a lot of shit that these girls are dealing with in this show. They're all running from stuff, trying to create better lives for themselves. One of the girls is trying to put herself through dental school or some shit like that, or nursing school. So it's just interesting. So yeah, let me know what you guys, let me put my hand up so you guys know. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think will happen next in the show. Like, what are your predictions? I already gave you some of mine. I think that Mercedes is gonna have to repay her favor to Haley back in the future. I think that, yeah, that was the only prediction I made, I think. I have more, but that's all y'all get right now. So let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. What do you guys think will happen? How do you think Montavious and Haley's relationship will play out? How do you think Keyshawn and her man's relationship will play out? How do you think Lil Murda and Uncle Clifford's relationship will play out? Also, as you guys know, Mercedes wanted to, one of the main reasons she was opening the gym was so that she could have a better chance at getting custody over her child, Terica. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys think that Mercedes is on the right path? Do you think she could eventually possibly get custody of this child? Or do you think that because of where she comes from and her circumstances, and now she has a criminal record, do you think that there's no hope for her ever getting custody of her child? Oh yeah, last question. Do you guys think the club is doomed? What do you think will happen? Do you think that Uncle Clifford and the girls can come up with the money somehow, or do you think that it's pretty much over for the pink pussy or pink pole or whatever the fuck the club is called? Do you think it's over for that? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys have any more questions or things you want to say, put it in the comments. Let me know how I can make these videos better. Let me know what you guys want to see next from me, what other topics you want me to discuss, what kind of videos you want. Yeah, other than that, have a good night. Stay safe out there. Peace.